Hello and welcome from Budapest. This is Hungary Reports from Public Media M1, bringing you the latest news from Hungary and the Carpathian Basin in English. I'm Árpád Szőci. Thanks for joining us. Starting on Tuesday, elementary schools have the opportunity to reopen across the country after having been closed for months because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Should schools choose to reopen, they'll have reduced class sizes and offer more individualized teaching. How that actually occurs will be up to the institutions and the teachers themselves. As for high schools, education will continue online and schools must still offer student supervision until June 26th. And starting tomorrow, the Hungarian capital will also be opening its nursery schools and kindergartens. The Hungarian government says it will soon send out a new national consultation questionnaire. It's planning to mail it out to members of the public at the beginning of June. The government will also be discussing some of the themes in the questionnaire. Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán announced that that would include the coronavirus and the measures adopted in restarting the economy. Some experts say that once results are in, it would give more legitimacy to the Hungarian government's concerns about the European Union's plan to raise 750 billion euros on the markets and distribute the money as partly grants and partly loans to member states. Orbán says that would put Europe and Hungary heavily in debt. The summer tourism season kicked off this long weekend in Hungary at the same time as Pentecost. That means that many hotels, restaurants, and spas opened up across the country. Reservations started taking place after the government announced last week that it was loosening restrictions made earlier because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Studies now show that Hungarians would prefer vacationing at home rather than going abroad. Most reservations have been made for July and August. The Hungarian Tourism Board pointed out that Hungarians who do vacation at home will not only have what it calls unforgettable experiences, but will also be supporting Hungarians working in the hospitality industry. During this COVID-19 pandemic, interest has grown among Hungarians in owning a summer home in the country. As usual, it comes down to location, location, location. That's especially the case in the Lake Balaton and Lake Velence regions, and also at the Danube Bend area where properties are in demand. However, that's not the case in eastern parts of the country, with some properties having reduced their price for months now, yet still remain unsold. Furthermore, some real estate experts believe that prices will continue to decrease there. After being closed for several months, Budapest's world-renowned Matthias Church opened its doors again for a special Pentecost Monday service. Leaders of the Catholic, Protestant, Reformed, and Lutheran churches held a joint church mass. They prayed for those on the front lines of fighting the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as for those Hungarians in the neighboring countries who were cut off from the mother country by the Treaty of Trianon 100 years ago. And that's all from Hungary Reports for now, but we'll be back live every night after the Hungarian language news at around 11:20 p.m. And you can also see us in repeats and online. Please stay tuned now if you can. We also have shows in German, Russian, and Chinese. Thanks very much for watching, and viszontlátásra.